Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 530 News on Q2, Montana's news leader.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Russ Riesinger.
And I'm Janelle Slade. They're calling it the bomb cyclone, and it's grounding flights, closing roads, and making people miserable all across the Rocky Mountains and central U.S.
Along with the snow, the ferocious winter storm unleashing 97-mile-per-hour wind gusts in the Colorado Springs area. That's equivalent to a Category 2 hurricane.
In Colorado alone, more than 133,000 power outages reported. And while the storm is mostly missing our viewing area, it is still making an impact.
Well, impacts from the bomb cyclone felt here in Billings at the airport. All but one flight to Denver canceled due to the 60-mile-per-hour winds and zero visibility at the Denver International Airport.
Now, that one flight was able to get out of Billings at about 5:30 this morning, but after that, the rest canceled. General Manager of United out of Billings, Brian Beam, says airlines alerted travelers as early as Monday that their flights would be impacted. With 400 seats a day heading to Denver from Billings and 400 coming back, Beam says less than 30 passengers showed up at the airport today looking for an alternative route.
Beam tells us the next flight from Billings to Denver is set for tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
Well, with the latest on this brutal storm, plus what we can expect here in Montana, Q2 Chief Forecaster Bob McGuire joining us now. Bob.
You guys are not going to believe this, but this storm is so big, it's not even in Colorado where we're doing so much damage. It's in Kansas right now. Let me show it to you. Here's where it is right there. You can see how it just kind of wraps around that low pressure cell. It's just now leaving Colorado, heading in towards Kansas and the rest of the Great Plains. It's starting to pull the snow away from Billings right now. And so you'll notice as that low pressure cell starts tracking up towards Minnesota, it takes all of the snow out of here by noon tomorrow, and we're looking at mostly sunny skies moving in here. But this is the way it looked on Interstate 90 just about 5 o'clock today at the Montana-Wyoming state line. We've been told that I-90 is closed between Sheridan and Buffalo because of the blizzard conditions there. And you'll notice, let's take a look at it on the threat board. We're looking at all sorts of winter storm warnings, blizzard warnings in red, winter weather advisory, and also a winter storm warning. Billings now no longer in a winter weather advisory. Our storm is over. We're getting ready to see some sunshine. Yeah, and for a long time. We'll talk about that coming up in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks so much, Bob.
Well, spring is less than 1 week away, and with it will come warmer temperatures finally. But that also means the National Weather Service is sending us a reminder to prepare for lowland flooding.
Especially in light of the recent sub-zero temperatures. Q2's Rob Griggs takes us for a look at the Yellowstone River.
Well, it's about time we start thinking about spring runoff and some potential flooding. Now, flooding typically occurs in lowland areas because of snow melt in the immediate vicinity, also spring runoff, heavy rains, and ice jams. Now, right now, near the Billings area along the Yellowstone, ice jamming isn't too much of a concern, but because we had such a stretch of super cold weather, the ice is thick in some places, and in the next 10 days, as daytime temperatures begin to rise, lowland flooding could be a concern. A couple of things to keep in mind with lowland flooding. You want to stay away from and certainly stay off the ice at all times. You also want to bear in mind that with lowland flooding, if you have livestock and cattle, you want to move them away from the river, get them away from the water. You might also think about some flood insurance. The bottom line is safety first. This time of year, we need to be careful around our waterways and expect some ice jam flooding within the next couple of weeks. Along the Yellowstone River near Billings, Rob Griggs, MTN News.
All right, thanks, Rob.
And an update for you on Yellowstone County's 911 mass outage from yesterday.
Service with Verizon callers trying to get into emergency dispatch has now been fixed. Fire Chief Bill Rash of Billings says the situation is weighing heavy on him because there's no concrete reason why it happened.
He says roughly 10 callers said they could not connect to a 911 dispatcher and had to use the non-emergency line to ask for help. Now, at this point, he says he's not aware of any major emergencies that happened while the service was down, but he also says he's not completely sure.
Heavy snowpack is to blame for yet another roof collapse in Bozeman, this time at an arena at a ranch that helps women veterans and rescue horses. Serenity Ranch houses about 90 horses, all trained to help women veterans cope with PTSD and other trauma. Well, thankfully, no people or horses were in that building when that roof came crashing down early this morning.
Colstrip Public Schools started class 2 hours late today after water flooded the high school. Superintendent Bob Lewandowski says a frozen storm drain pipe prevented melting snow from draining off the roof, so the water seeped into the school instead. Lewandowski says colder temperatures have now stopped the water and crews are trying to thaw the drain pipe. An inspection by mitigation specialists shows damage to drywall and ceiling tiles in 4 big rooms and 6 classrooms.
We're lucky we have some alternative rooms and some alternative sites. We have a large school system and building for high school, and so we're blessed in that particular way. It's just that these larger rooms that are affected are main passageways. We're working on the one pipeline several methods, from chemicals to heated water to a number of other things in order to clear that pipe.
And Lewandowski says Colstrip High School will start at normal time tomorrow.
A controversial bill that supporters say could help ensure a longer life for at least one of the Colstrip power plants was withdrawn today, but a replacement has been introduced by State Senator Tom Richmond of Billings. It's dubbed the Montana Energy Security Act. Like its predecessor, the bill says Northwestern Energy gets to charge ratepayers all of its operation costs if it buys a portion of that plant for $1 from other regional utilities. But it limits those costs to $40 million over 5 years, and it applies only up to 150 megawatts of purchased power. Well, critics of Richmond's first bill say it's really no different and is still a form of corporate welfare for Northwestern. Republican Senator Dwayne Ankney of Colstrip co-sponsored that bill. He says Northwestern needs to know it can recover the cost of running the plant.
It gives them that degree of certainty because, like I say, O&M costs, you don't get a rate of return. That's just money, and you got to have some kind of certainty to run them out.
The new measure, Senate Bill 331, has not yet been scheduled for a hearing.
Northwestern Energy now asking state regulators to approve an electric rate increase of $35 million a year for its nearly 360,000 Montana customers. Well, yesterday we looked at how the cost of the Colstrip power plant has become a contentious part of that rate case. Tonight, MTN's Mike Dennison looks at another unusual wrinkle in that case.
Right now, if you install a solar power system on your home or business, you can get credit from Northwestern Energy for excess electricity that you generate and send back into the grid. It's called a net metered system, and about 2,000 of them exist on Northwestern's system statewide. But in the rate case before the Public Service Commission, the company is proposing to change the electricity rate structure for future net metered customers. Solar power advocates who have intervened in the case say the new rate is not needed and would make rooftop solar systems more expensive to operate.
The use of a demand charge, or the suggested use of a demand charge, is really inappropriate for residential customers. It's hard to understand, it's going to be really expensive for them, and it's going to make it nearly impossible to save money by going solar.
This new demand charge is based on a customer's usage of power during their highest point of consumption during a month. Valenas says it could add $50 to $70 a month or more to electric bills for those with net metered systems. Northwestern also is proposing to pay these customers less for the power they produce, but also charge them the same lower amount for any power they have to buy from Northwestern. The company says the change more fairly reflects the net metered customers' cost of using the system.
We want all of our customers to pay their fair share of using distribution and transmission and paying for the electricity that they're using. We don't want one class of customers to be paying more than their fair share.
But solar power advocates say any costs imposed by net meter systems are negligible, and there's little doubt the new rates would harm the solar system installing industry in Montana.
What I've been hearing from our installer members who I've spoken to is that they're kind of looking down the barrel of a loaded gun. They're very nervous about the proposal.
This issue is one of many that PSC must decide as it goes through this rate case, the first in 10 years for Northwestern Energy. And just about all of them have potentially huge impacts for customers and businesses all across the state. Reporting from Helena, Mike Dennison, MTN News.
Thanks, Mike. And the Public Service Commission will hold an extensive public hearing on the case in May.
Still to come here on Q2, she is nailing it. We're going to meet back up with a Billings girl who's now getting national recognition for her volunteer efforts.
And in sports, how do Rockies women advance in this week's national tournament? Scott hears from the Bears.
You're watching MTN News with Janelle Slade and Russ Riesinger. Storm Tracker weather with Bob McGuire. And sports with Scott Breen. This is the 5:30 News on Q2, Montana's news leader.